Warrior, pig butchering. Have you heard of this? I feel like it is definitely my duty to talk to you about this scam that the Department of Justice and others in law enforcement have been talking about for the last, I want to say about a year and a half, very quietly. But now I feel like I really have to tell you about this pig butchering. I know it sounds disgusting, doesn't it? Follow along. There is a cryptocurrency company called Tether, Tether. Now, Warrior, what does Tether mean? It means to restrict, hold back, tie up. So there's the cryptocurrency company called Tether. Now, one of the biggest scams going on is where, and you know this, we talk about kids a lot, but I want to talk about adults because this also feeds into the kids. Online. Everybody is falling for everything online, or at least it seems. Certainly, women in particular are falling romantically uh, with what they think is a male online. And they call this scam pig butchering. It originates out of Southeast Asia. Now, this is a form of human trafficking. The woman, let's use this as an example, because it can also be a man. It kind of is the same thing almost as sextortion with the teens, but let's leave that for a second. The man will compliment the woman. They will develop an online relationship. The male will gain the trust of the woman. And after a relatively short amount of time, this male or female will ask the woman or man, I have a wonderful opportunity for you, such a way for you to make money, such a way. This is so safe. I believe in this. I know plenty of people who have been involved in this, and you can too. But don't tell anybody else because it's between us. And after all, we have this relationship now. Pig butchering, it means fattening up the victim. I know, disgusting, but that's what it's called. And the victim will trust this person in such a short amount of time. And that's what I'm always amazed at. It goes along with, why do our children send nude images of themselves after relatively a short amount of time? Why do our children within 48 hours agree, 40% of them, to go out and meet a stranger in public? See, these are the things we have to really, get in there, dig in and get at this, psychology of what's behind all of this. So let's get back to the pig butchering, again, originating out of Southeast Asia, fattening up the victim, preparing them. Remember, if something seems too good to be true, remember, if it's a stranger online, I don't care what you think, and he's your soulmate, she's your soulmate, and there's money involved, there's credit cards involved, do not get involved. I don't think you have to be a rocket scientist to understand this. So what happens is with this particular pig butchering scam, and it is called a scam, the biggest scam going right now, is the victim then does give over monies or credit cards. And Tether was the one providing the cryptocurrency. But see, Tether's also behind. They've just been kind of put on hold, Tether and their cryptocurrency, because they're related to human trafficking. Now, follow along, because this is a form of what I just explained of human trafficking. It's not always, getting in the car and being brought somewhere. It is online. And that's what I want everybody to become aware of. The true definition of human trafficking. It has many different forms of exploitation, but they all involve the same couple of things, which would be the use of force, fraud, or coercion. So Tether, $225 million in cryptocurrency frozen. But I've been hearing about other cryptocurrency, especially, Bitcoin, which has been around for a long time now. This is how the traffickers, the exploiters, they hide what they are doing. And this is how they exchange monies internationally. transnationally. Also, with a lot of these companies with the pig butchering, again out of Southeast Asia, where it originated, they take trafficked people who have to work the phones or work behind the scenes. And this is a big mess. It's funny because somebody wrote to me today and he said, we were talking last evening about a couple of issues with this slavery. It is indeed slavery. Trafficking is not even a befitting word. It is slavery. I stop in my tracks because how can we allow all of this criminality in the United States, around the globe? But to have trafficked, vulnerable people answering phones, setting up whether it's cryptocurrency accounts, whether it is, you remember the Nigerian prince scam that was going on for a long time? Think of it this way, except it's all online now and it's cryptocurrency. A lot of the CSAM, child sexual abuse material, a large, large portion of it. How they deal with these files and images and monies, cryptocurrency. And somebody else said to me, Bitcoin has been the preferred. Well, I'm here to tell you all of the cryptocurrency is behind a lot of the global trafficking because you can hide in the dark. Not a lot of questions answered. How are we going to handle all of this? We're faced with the cryptocurrency, which is a mystery, AI, artificial intelligence, a lot going on. I'm telling you this because you must take action with yourself, within your own home, with your own children, family members. We need to educate in our immediate circles. And that is why I always say community creates change. As I speak to you, this is the eve of Thanksgiving here in the United States. We have to be thankful for everything we have. If you have a roof over your head and food and health, you're ahead of the game. Because I'm seeing a lot of complaining going on, a lot of nonsense, a lot of disruption, a lot of nothing. We've got to stick to the issues. We have to fight again within our circles like we've never fought before. This is a new country. It is a new world. We are having things shoved at us that, how do we climb out? We stick together, but you start at home. Be thankful, be grateful, be kind, listen, learn, share facts, not fears. You need to talk to your children or your grandchildren or your family members, because most kids are getting information off of TikTok and Snapchat, and we know what's going on. I don't have to go through the list of harms. It can all be backed up by studies to children's mental health, physical well-being. We got to start putting down the devices, open and honestly, because these kids and all of us, we're seeing it all online anyway. I want to wish all of you who follow along a very, very wonderful Thanksgiving. It's the kickoff to the holiday season. Let us rise above and empower each other. Let us just be with family and friends. Thanksgiving is actually my favorite holiday because it's food and warmth and all kinds of friends can get together and create a Thanksgiving and family members. And it just is. It's just nice. There's no pressure with presents or all, whatever. It's just nice. And it's always good to sit around and share food and a couple of laughs and reminiscences. I mean, to reminisce about childhood or things of that nature. So I want all of you to have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I am grateful and thankful for you. I am grateful and thankful to anyone who has donated to the warriors. Every cent. I don't care if you give me a penny, you give me $5 million. I am grateful that you believe in our mission of education, of policy work that we do in Washington and also New York State, across our country, bipartisan, to keep these issues front and center. I am thankful that I have the strength that those who cannot speak, I do it for them. We do it for them. We have to remember this. Be thankful. Be kind. If I sound a little preachy, I don't care. This has become a very unkind environment we're all living in. We can get back. The pendulum must swing back. Please share any of these videos. Please follow me on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. A lot of information I put out, basic information you may not hear anywhere else in the media. Yet, people ask me, why did you get 2 hits on that? I don't have answers. I'll just leave it at that. Every bit of help counts in sharing information. So be aware of what this pig butchering scam going on. Let us all step away from the internet for a couple of minutes a day. Let's start there. Empower. You're not meeting true love, on the internet. Let's be realistic here. And then they ask you for, $25,000. Run in the other direction. Talk to the kids. An American dies every 3 minutes of fentanyl poisoning. We have our own war going on right here in our own communities. Let's go. It's almost 2024. I humbly and gratefully acknowledge each and every one of you. Continue watching, sharing, and do one kind thing a day for somebody else. That can even be a smile, holding a door. Doesn't have to cost money. But remember always, follow lynswarriors.org for up-to-date information. It's tough because so many stories are breaking every day, and I'm so afraid that the public has become habituated to this normalization of the sexualization of our children. Every day I'm reading stories about these women school teachers, raping their students, going to prison or being accused. Every day I'm reading about children in foster care that are being re-victimized because they're trafficked through that system. Every day, more stories about our children online, sextortion, buying drugs on Snapchat. It's horrible. It's awful. So we must become warriors. That is our end goal, and we're going to start right now. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Let us all commit to having a wonderful holiday season with family and friends. Community creates change. And remember, always be a warrior.